Now, please welcome to their new home, your 2026 Buffalo Bills.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense set to take the field, and they always like their chances when Josh Allen is the one taking the snaps.
Easily one of the top quarterbacks, one of the top players in the NFL, finished in the top 5 in MVP voting for the 4th straight season to let you know exactly how great he is. One of the best in the league, just needs one more thing, a Super Bowl appearance and hopefully hoisting a trophy.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now Allen. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they will get him down behind the line, but a penalty flag comes in late. And I think they got him down by the face mask. That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stop behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to get the call and the 15 yards against them.
Allen going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Motion man is Shakir. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
It's a gain of 2.
Now they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
At the 31-yard line.
Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They pitch it out to Cook. And just not a whole lot here to be had on the ground. Maybe a yard. Second down.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now 2nd and 9. Allen off the play fake. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the gun, it's Allen. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with 4th down and 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Bengals offense heading back out, and there you see offensive coordinator Dan Pitcher. His guys trail here in this first half, and now they'll focus on trying to get some points on this upcoming drive. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10,
just shy of the 30.
They'll run it. Here's Chase Brown.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10. Chase, the motion man right.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That's caught, Andre Yoshivas.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. That pass complete to Moore.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Buffalo Bills have been looking for a wide receiver 1, so they traded their 2nd-round pick in the offseason to get DJ Moore. He may have had the fewest receiving yards in his career last year in Chicago, but the Bills, they believe he can be the WR1 that they've been seeking.
Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Play action. Now it's Allen. Through the middle of the field. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
Like my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Cook up the gut. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Coleman, the man in motion left. To throw, it's Allen.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Allen.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This one complete to Yoshivas. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And his throw here is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Has his man. It's Shakir. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 55 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Bills 10.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3.
Ten 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 24. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Hits his target. That's Charlie Jones. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
That's a great job of knowing how much they need for a first down. He didn't force it down the field, just found his man to get a new set of downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Got this down to the 35. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there, excellent, because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial game.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Right back to Brown. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Andre Yoshivas, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points, and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Bills 10.
So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Dances by him. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bills offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. A beautiful fake. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Allen.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Allen now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Allen.
They'll swing this out to Johnson.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go with Johnson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Just barely able to get the 4th and 1 conversion, but indeed he got it.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run forward with Davis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Ray Davis.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
It's good to make it 17-7. That time a 9-play drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it.
Here's Bass now to send it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 27. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Burrow. Over the middle, Josivach. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now it's Burrow. Looking sideline, incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Burrow.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. This quarterback now 6 of 7 throwing it in this 2nd half. He's got a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow.
Open man is Josivach.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The slot man in motion right. To the air again, Burrow. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
First catch of the game by Higgins, and he's got his guys a 1st down.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Bills 17.
So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Here's McPherson now to send it away.
Cincinnati.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is put a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Again, it's Davis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
35-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Moore, the man in motion. Up the middle to Davis.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Allen on the tackle. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Shakir hauls it in.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
So Burrow and the Bengals down 17-14, a minute 16 remaining. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's going to change things in a hurry. That shortens the field considerably, and now they're on the move.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you've got to get up there and spike it.
Cincinnati.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Burrow. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Evan McPherson.
This one all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They begin with a run by Davis. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
So the Bills going to be the first to get it as we are back underway here in overtime. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off play action. Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So they come out throwing in the extra session and get a nice hookup right away.
Tells you a lot about what a coach feels about his team, doesn't it? That type of a play in overtime. So many people in this situation play not to lose instead of playing to win. That throw there tells you exactly what they're trying to get done.
Here's Allen. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
He's brought down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's Davis to run again on 2nd. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 31. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
When a defense blitzes like that, they're trying to cause chaos, but the quarterback, he was as calm as could be. He saw the blitz and got out of his hand quickly to pick up the 1st.
Now Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the 1st down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Allen now looks to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Keon Coleman. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
Now remember again, a touchdown wouldn't win it just yet, but it can give them a big leg up. It's 2nd down. That is caught. Touchdown. They strike first here in overtime.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score.
A 10-play drive that time.
And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. Here's Bass now to send it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
First throw in overtime now for Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They need a matching touchdown here to keep their hopes alive. Here's 2nd down. Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Throwing, Burrow. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
A stop here is a game winner in overtime. Here comes 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. That is caught.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.